Hi, I'm Seb and this is Last Cartoon Hero, a show that sharpens your art line, not your anxiety. Now this isn't perfect, but it's good enough, and it took me not as much time as those illustrations normally take me. One of the deciding factors was when I gonna frame it, should I frame it the entire illustration or should I cut the framing at the fence level? So the reason for that would be the dog barks would be much more pronounced when it's empty space, and it's also gonna break the other panels that are around it, and it will compose better because the other ones are closed. So this will be open and it will introduce some variety, some more interesting design choice, illustration choice. Also behind, normally there would be an apartment building, so it would be either a wall with windows or a roof, but I think we don't really need it, and it would make the top part of the illustration much more confusing, much more busy, and the focus wouldn't be on the dog barks as much. But I will include a old fridge that somebody left and some shed that the tarp is the roof. I forgot the name of it. It's coming out of it because it's an old shed. And my favorite part in illustrating, because I think I can illustrate everything at this age. I'm 42 soon, but it takes, so I have the skill, right? But the longest time what takes is figuring out how to draw something. Once I know how to draw something, once I have the idea in my mind, I can execute, and once it ticks in my head, everything goes much smoother. And the best part in illustrating is actually framing. So drawing the borders. I just love it. You know, like Stephen King always says that he has that. Sorry. Isn't that satisfying? Of course, it's gonna go out of zoom. Stephen King has a tradition when he finishes a book, or maybe one of his characters has, the one from Misery, smoking a cigarette and drinking, or a cigar and drinking whiskey or whatever. So for me, it is always drawing frames around illustration, because then I know I have it locked, I have it figured out, I don't have to use any more brain power on an illustration in ideating and composing and all of that. So it will be mostly just inking, really, and then I can play something in the background or whatever. But when I'm thinking, I cannot do those things because I need to focus on the illustration. And from the get-go, I knew I don't want to make the borders around here on the top. But my logic mind was saying maybe you should, if you want to include the background behind, because you should include the apartments in the behind to show how busy it is, how many people per square meters there are in that area, in that estate. But in the next panel, we actually see the whole estate from the bird view, kind of isometric a little bit, which I like. So we don't need that here. And one of the things I learned about drawing is always listen to your gut. And I often don't listen to my gut and then come back where I started. So I start with the good idea, then I go all around trying to make it even better, and at the end I realized that the first idea was really actually pretty good. So that's one of the lessons that I can share. And what else can I tell you? The other thing, well, okay, now we're gonna ink those onomatopoeias, and I normally wasn't much of an onomatopoeia person, and I kind of became one in the last year or two. I really embraced the onomatopoeia, and I think it's a beautiful thing in comic books. And this is Arsenic. Arsenic is very cute, but also wicked. Oh, okay. And this is Obelia. She loves extreme sports. She's a side character. And this is from my upcoming comic book that I was drawing, that I have been drawing for almost 15 years, and I hope really to finish this year. But more on that in future videos, I guess. I guess I'm gonna ink Arsenic as well. I really hope that this connection doesn't go pixelated on you. So when I'm gonna be In Onomatopoeia, I will tell you a little bit about my experience with this whole being a content creator, because this is kind of the reason I'm making this video today as well, because I just got burnt out again by making these videos. I've been making videos for 3 weeks straight, moving from mostly misses with shorts to drawing a long form and trying my success with a long form, and it was also hit and miss. The last one was okay, which I made a compilation, which you can see over here. It's most of my videos in one with a Twilight Zone style host introduction for every segment. But it's like, you're really talking about the same stuff all the time. It's like how to get good at drawing. Just practice more. Don't worry about your critic voice or other people around you, because it just takes time to get better at anything. And the more you practice, the better you get. So there's no quick solution for this. But really you need to connect with your art mind. So get your head straight, fixed, which is very often the main reason why we are not progressing as fast as we would like. But it's kind of it's the same video all over the time, but different take on it, right? So it's kind of I'm not making any waves with those that I'm making. That's why I need to figure it out some other approach. And I have a great video coming out next week. I think it's very exciting. It's going to be very different from what I've been doing before. So that next video will be awesome. And I hope to have it ready by next Thursday. So stay tuned for that. And hopefully this will maybe get some momentum. When I figured out that idea, I got super excited. And you know, like with drawing and any ideas you have, you get super excited in the beginning. And after that, it's just hard work and just perseverance. Is that the word? That's life. You know, life isn't fair. Life is hard. And to accomplish something, you really need to work hard and just keep going and get better at it. Okay, so we're going to draw on maybe the cat first and then the onomatopoeias. So like, I didn't want to break the streak because I made long form videos for almost, maybe I should change the zoom level on this for your pleasure, for your viewing pleasure. So I've been making these videos, the long form videos, for 3 months. And I know, like, don't force it, and I almost didn't make this one today, but it wasn't planned. I really would like to advertise my comic, but at the same time give value to you. Those normal videos when a person is drawing and talking normally, you know, aren't going viral or anything close even to it. But at least I'm gonna have one that I'm uploaded, shared today, and I'm practicing my talking skills and all of that stuff, and drawing on the camera, which is not easy because you can get stressed very, very fast. But this whole content stuff, like, okay, what video should I make today, right? For Thursday, really, but I missed that window and I missed yesterday's window as well. Should I make a video about AI? Everybody's talking about it, but it wasn't really as exciting for me like the idea of a video that I started to make for the next week. The other idea I had was, what was it? I don't even remember. It was that exciting that I don't even remember. So it's like, because when you're making this content, you're not really making art in the normal sense that you're by yourself or even with a team of people and you can focus on the art, because you are focusing on the content production, which is very, very different. Oh yeah, the starter pack, I was thinking about doing that as well, but it's like, from my experience, anytime I'm jumping into any trends, and there's no benefit for me, my videos go nowhere. The trend doesn't pick up my videos for some reason, but I might do it later on. So, you know, and if you're working on a project, like I've been working on this comic for 15 years. I started in 2004. This is your main passion project, and whatever else you're doing, it takes and eats your time. So it's a fine line to find that it will make you happy and help others and help you at the same time. Like, don't get me wrong, if those videos would be getting views and good traction, I would be making more of them because I would be motivated to do them, right? But one of the things I also learned is not to be bothered by it as much. I still am, and I still check YouTube analytics too often. Don't ask me how often. But if the video flops, I'm not thinking like, okay, I won't ever attempt to do it again. I will stop making videos for another year or so. Now, Arsenic is based on a cat in real life. Like most of my comic book is based on real life stuff because I think that's what I like. But it's a lot of bird flew by. But it's made to be as entertaining as possible. You know, like you watching the movies today and they are so boring. It's like, what's up with those writers? In the past 80s, 90s, movies were very interesting and there was a lot of going on all the time because it is supposed to be an entertainment. And these days it's like, meh. So like, I'm trying to, for my comic book to be as entertaining as possible, to fill every scene with things and little things as well. But of course, you know, everything is about the balance. So I'm thinking I'm doing a good job because I changed the script. Like this is the fourth really draft of the script that it's the final one here. And I added some scenes, I moved some scenes around. It's like you need to work on stuff and then you have a good base. And don't worry, my next comic book won't take me 15 years. I can guarantee you that. But I was going somewhere with this. Where was I going with this? I was talking about the content creation, about my comic book. No idea. I lost my plot. But anyhow, the whole goal here is to help you, an artist, either young or old, like myself, get better at art. So if you have any questions or if there's any topics in the videos you would like to see, let me know and I'll be happy to maybe make a video about it. Reply to you in comments. And I got better at inking as well. I'm not super great at it, but I'm much better than I used to be, which is a lot of fun as well. And I was like, okay, maybe before I start recording, I will create a bullet list of things to talk about, so you won't get bored and there's like a substance to it. But then it's like, I don't know, I'm not that. I just prefer to do it like this because it's all about time, and you can spend a lot of time on something when it gives you pleasure, right? When you're enjoying this. And I don't like writing scripts for those videos or even bullet points. I enjoy writing scripts for comics, figuring out scenes, but not really writing scripts for videos. Oh yes, I know what I was speaking about. Hey, hooray. What I wanted to say was... Oh no, I lost the plot again. I really can do two things at the same time. What was it that I wanted? Okay, the comic book. It's based on real events. You need to take stuff from your personal life. Like, we love stories when people tell us stories because they are real, relatable. And I love taking few things from here and there, mix it up and create something relatively new. And while we are on the subject, there's always a reason for you to make stuff because you have your own unique perspective. Like, all the stories have been really told, most of them. It's really hard to find a unique idea, but even without unique idea, you can present it in a unique way, which is simply a fantastic take on the whole creation process. And there was one more. I'm using Stedler liners, and in US you're using Mimica. Oh, You have your version of those. Completely forgot now. My brain starts to melt and I'm recording this only for... how long? 15 minutes already? Oh man, you're probably not here already. Okay, let's complete that. What I wanted to say is that my comic book has a lot of parodies in it. I always loved movies, parodies, spoofs, and they kind of, like Hollywood has different... something is popular at one time, like the disaster movies or something, like the parody movies, and they stop being popular, like the superhero movies as well. But the reason why they stop being popular is because they stop making bad ones without much effort, like all those scary movie sequels and all those last 10 years of Marvel, right? But it doesn't mean that the niche is bad, it's just about the execution of the niche. So my comic book has a lot of that stuff in, and I think if you like this stuff, you will love it as well. It has its own kind of a spoofy main storyline arc, but then in a lot of scenes they are spoofed from other movies, other pop culture that are sometimes obvious, sometimes not that obvious, and I think you will enjoy that on that level as well. So adults and children can enjoy the story on different levels, and I think it should be from years 9 up, because 9 is my favorite number. And I think the universe is working in your favor and in my favor, because just lately there was the Naked Gun new version trailer that dropped, and it's like, hey, maybe they're coming back, maybe there will be something out of it, like more movies, parodies coming back, and my comic book aligns very well with the timing of those things. So I'm super excited about that, because there's a lot of changes happening in my life that I cannot talk about right now. But I'm also, that's one of the reasons things take time, because life always gets in the way. And nothing is that easy. When you see somebody making it, if you're smart, there's just a tip of an iceberg, because below it's all the hard work that went into it before they got big, or became somewhat successful, or successful to the extent that it's fine for them. So if I was to leave you with anything today, would be to say that you're amazing and you're a hero if you're still watching this. Please like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you believe in the universe conspiring in your favor. Have a great weekend and happy Easter!